Students, myself Miss Rachna Jain, Associate Professor, Department of English, Government PG College, Rajgarh, Alwar. Today, in this video lecture, I am going to teach you the poem My Last Touches, composed by Robert Browning. This is my fifth video lecture on this poem. This poem is in the syllabus of BA Part 3rd English Literature, Paper 1st, Unit A. She had a heart, how shall I say, too soon made glad, too easily impressed. She liked whatever she looked on, and her looks went everywhere. Sir, it was all one, my favour at her breast, the dropping of the daylight in the west, the buff of cherries, some officious fool broke in the orchard for her, the white mule. She rode with round the terrace, all and each would draw from her alike the approving speech, or blush at least. She had a heart. A heart indicates the childish nature of the Duchess. How shall I say? It means the Duke finds himself unable to explain the childish nature of the Duchess. Drooping of the daylight in the west, the beauty of the sky at the time of sunset. The buff of cherries means a branch of the cherry tree with leaves and bunch of the red fruits. Officious fool means courtier, a foolish courtier. Orchard means garden of fruit trees. The approving speech or blush at least means either a word of appreciation or praise, or a blush of joy that indicated it. Now I explain you the context of these lines. The poem is a dramatic monologue. The messenger of the neighboring count has come to the Duke of Ferrara. The Duke is a widower. His last Duchess died recently, and he intends to marry the daughter of the Count. The Duke shows the messenger the portrait of his last Duchess made by the monk painter Frappendolf. He particularly points out the smiling face of the lady. The Duke explains to the messenger that the smile on the face of his last Duchess is not for her husband alone. Even the compliments made by the painter could have made the Duchess smile in return, as if thanking the painter for them. The picture explains the character and temperament of the Duchess. She had a heart. The Duke tells the messenger that his last Duchess had very simple childish nature. How shall I say? He finds himself unable to describe the childish nature of his last Duchess. He fails to find suitable words to describe her simplicity, her childish nature. The Duke does not know how he can describe it, but then he tries to explain the childish nature of the Duchess. Too soon made glad, too easily impressed. He says that she had a heart which was made happy by the slightest circumstances, and which could be pleased by the smallest show of kindness. She was pleased by trifles. She was so sensitive that even little acts of ordinary courtesy were sufficient to make her blush with joy. She liked whatever she looked on, and her looks went everywhere. She liked everything she looked at, and she looked at all things. She had no sense of right and wrong. She could not judge and distinguish between what was really good or worthwhile and what was not. Sir, it was all one. The Duke tells the messenger that his last touches could not differentiate between the costly gifts presented to her by her husband and the little trifles presented to her by others. For example, the ornaments which he presented to her and which she wore on her breast pleased her too much. The Duke means to say that whenever he showed her any favor or kindness, she was happy, but at the same time, the drooping of the daylight in the west, the beauty of the sky at the time of sunset also pleased her very much. The buff of cherries some officious fool broke in the orchard for her. Whenever his last touches visited some fruit garden, and some foolish flatterer or the courtier broke the branch of cherries to offer it to her, she felt delighted and smiled at him. The white mule she rode with round the terrace. The Duke tells the messenger that she was very fond of riding, and the white mule on which she used to ride pleased her very much. All and each would draw from alike the approving speech. As a matter of fact, all these things pleased her equally. She would talk about these things in very approving terms, and if she did not speak, it was that certain a blush of joy would pass over her cheeks at the sight of these things. Each of such things would draw thanks and appreciation from her. Even when she did not express her pleasure in things in words, she would at least blush with pleasure, and in this way showed her appreciation. The Duke is critical of the dead Duchess. In his view, his last Duchess lacked good sense. His vanity is hurt at the very thought that she treated his own presents at par with petty trifles given to her by others. The remaining part of the poem I will explain you in the next video. So thank you for listening to my presentation. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.